And Leslie and I would like to thank all of you for being here to help us celebrate Pete and Megan's wedding. A particular thanks go to Mary and Joe Weasel, who it's enormous effort that they put forward trying to get this wedding together. It's going to be beautiful, a perfect venue at the Museum of Art. We can't wait. We know it's going to be perfect. I should also say that it's just been a pleasure just to get to know the Weasels. I mean, they're just been the most pleasant, the nicest people, seriously, you could ever meet in your life. You can't imagine. Everything about it has just been wonderful, so thank you for that. And let's see, thank you to Joe for the slideshow, which you're going to see. There you are. Yes, there he is. Yeah, I got a little picture of it, a little preview, and it's really just a touching tribute to kind of acutely parallel lives that the two kids have had while growing up. So thank you, it's very nice. So I like to say that you feel like you're getting on in years when all of your songs have been moved to AM radio. And another kind of tell is when your kids start to get married. But I must say it's been kind of an invigorating experience for me, just that all this thing that you've had all your life and taken such comfort in, and now something that's going to manifest itself in your children and as they go along their own way and take the same path. And you wish for all your heart that they have the same wonderful experience that you have had. You know, for that to happen, they have to have the perfect kind of partner also. So in this, I have to tell you that there wasn't the slightest bit of suspense on our part. You know, by the time this all came to pass, the front team of Matt and Kelly McGuire were so already over the top, hands down, thumbs up, screaming fans of Megan that it was kind of all over for the McGuires. So we knew she would be somebody very special, and indeed she is. And so this has been, I guess, Pete and, you know, I learned a lot of things last night that I had to rearrange my remarks. I almost wish I hadn't learned some things that I learned last night. But they, Pete and Megan knew each other for quite a while. So this is kind of like a slow burn, kind of like a slow cooker recipe that sort of then one day threw itself on the broiler, and then short time after that, threw itself on a plate for service for a proposal in the Eiffel Tower, which is not in Illinois. You know. And so it's been just it's been a minute till I can remember where I'm at here. Okay. So as long as it took, however long it took, it's here, and we couldn't be more thrilled. And so now the McGuires will be a group of 6. And it's a nice even number. It's going to be particularly nice for Kelly, who is going to enjoy the reinforcements because she's endured a lopsided, life for so long, enduring the chiding and the casual chiding of big brothers for so long, the nicknames. How you doing, sport?
And Bob.
Or the ever charitable Bob, what's up? But here I go again. You know, I rehearsed this so many times inside and out that I can't even keep track of it anymore. So for Leslie and I, however, Megan feels like for Kelly, she's a best friend already, and she's going to enjoy and relish having another sister. For Leslie and Matt and I, she feels like she's been a part of our family for forever already. I keep expecting to see her picture in some of the family photos like 10 years ago. But she's been with us on extended vacations, for dinner, around the house, and it just feels like she's always been here. And she's really good for Pete too. She brings out the endearing and the human. You can see you can see her heart swell with pride on the one hand, and then an affectionate eye roll on the other. So they're just very good together, and it feels like they've been together for a long time. Again, the notes. So, I know you've known Pete for quite a while already, but it occurred to me there might be a few things, Megan, that you want to keep in mind. Just 2 or 3 things going forward that you may have considered already. Attributes. He's a planner, right? He can plan something inside out until there's no planning left in it. But, this is a good thing. This is a very good thing. It's better than, say, for instance, someone who can't even plan the right destination when buying a ticket, whose name will remain, anonymous, who once mistook Charlotte for Charleston. That person's stupid. You are. So a planner is good. Pete is also and this I had to change my tune a little bit last night. I was going to say that he's a rule follower. After some of the stories last night, I realized there were certain indiscretions in his youth that I forgive. But he is a rule follower, aside from the indiscretions. For instance, the one time when Leslie and I came home very early unexpectedly, and there was a well-attended, very loud, and very underage group, a booze fest in the basement. And after reading Pete the proverbial riot act, about 3/4 of which I was pulled aside, kind of sidebar, by his attorney, Matt, who suggested maybe I was being a little harsh on the guy, under the circumstances. And I said, and what circumstances would those be? He said, well, he owed everybody. And then the last thing that occurs to me, he's very deliberate. Deliberate is good in character. Unless it's the treatment of a character in a middle school play, like James and the Giant Peach. Which incidentally, is the most, it's the most macabre and phantasmagorical story you've ever heard in your life, especially for a children's play. And the extravagance and excitement of all of it, it can only be tempered by a young thespian whose delivery was more like Ben Stein's. But more than anything else, what Pete is he's fiercely loyal, he's thoughtful, and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, right. Yeah. Let's leave it at that. Fiercely loyal and thoughtful. I think my point, finally, is that Megan, you're getting the partner you deserve, if not exactly the in-laws. And Pete, you're getting a partner you deserve, someone who's beautiful inside and out, and who's very warm and comfortable to be with, and whose smile could arrest everything that's wrong in the world. So you're both very lucky, and you work very well together, and we're just couldn't be more thrilled about it. So here's to the two of you, and we wish you nothing but the best, and we're thrilled about the whole thing.
Megan has always been a very loving sister, a role model, and my best friend. And she truly wants nothing but the best for her friends and family. And now to CB. From the moment I met Pete at Wrigley Field during a Cubs-Dodgers game 1,085 days ago, where he found a beer vendor bent over my mother, probably from over-serving himself. I've always known him to be a very kind and patient man. He has also saved me from a shopping trip with my mothers and sisters in Chicago for a Saturday afternoon watching football with him and Matt. Which was probably more fun for me than him and Matt, but that's a story for another time. He has also demonstrated to me a strong sense of compassion by the time he spends with inner city Chicago kids tutoring them. Finally, Pete has also proven to me that he has an unyielding love and affection for Megan, which is all I can ask for as her brother. I know Pete will make an excellent husband and companion for Megan to grow old with as they begin the rest of their lives together. I know Megan will be a great wife because of her resolve to being the best sister and best friend anyone could ask for.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, I've died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid, I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still.
So here we are to celebrate love today. So Megan and Pete, all this preparation and all this activity, and here we are on this special day that you've waited for so long. The question we asked today is, how do we do this? In a world that goes wrong and not everything always works out, so how do we do that? Well, looking at the paintings around here, you've got the light and you've got the shadows, so we know that life is going to have shadows and life's going to have light. That we're here in it together, so no matter what happens, you're in it together. Surrender yourselves to love. Surrender your love to God, and may it serve God's purposes. May it receive God's blessing and carry God's power, and may you never forsake each other. With the joining and receiving of rings, I announce to you that they are husband and wife, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And now, Pete, you may kiss your bride. You want to turn around and get the flower? May I introduce to you, for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Peter McGuire.
I can hear her heartbeat for 1,000 miles.
To the auditorium, let's welcome the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Megan and Pete McGuire.
Gives me love, 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 great love. She's got a fine sense of humor when I'm feeling low down. And when I come to her, when the sun goes down, she takes away my trouble, takes away my grief, takes away all of my heartache. In the night like a thief, she give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me
Pete,
love.
I want to say that I truly appreciate how happy you make Megan, and that I'm happy to invite you into our family. Today our families both grew a bit bigger, and I'm happy to welcome you into ours.
The bond you two share together is incredible. The enjoyment you bring each other is amazing, and I could not, be happier for two people that I really do care deeply about.
When you get to this point, when you're actually watching your daughter become married, it's something that is a little overwhelming, a little special, because every father does at some point when his girl's little, wonders what that night will be like when he gives her away. And I suppose if I was back at that time again, I would say, I hope Megan finds a man who's just like you. And I hope Megan finds a family for in-laws that are just like the McGuires. And I hope on that night, when Megan gets married, she'll know how much her mother and I love you. Here's to Megan and Pete.
Come on, oh baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, oh baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home, Chicago? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you make me late. Hey, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home, Chicago? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Oh, come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home, Chicago? Brother, baby,